Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ready spaghetti.
I'm eating spaghetti.
What?
Something Luffy would say. Eating spaghetti.
Yeah. What a crazy notion. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Two Nerds and a Podcast. Today, Casey and I are joined by two other nerds. We're joined by Lauren and Brooke today.
Woo!
Hello.
Hello.
And today, we're talking FanFest.
You.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've tismed for a few seconds, this is the second year of Universal FanFest at Universal Studios Hollywood. I'm really surprised this year that Florida didn't pick it up. I don't know if it's gonna stay a California exclusive thing or if it'll become a Florida thing. But I was very excited to see the lineup this year because One Piece was a bit of a bigger thing this year than it was last year. And was probably my favorite part of the night. But they had
Please explain.
One Piece. Hold on, we'll get to that. We will get to that. But they had Harry Potter, One Piece, Dungeons and Dragons, Yoshi, Sailor Moon. I think that was the everything for this year.
Oh no, you forgot the Monsters and
Monster
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, yeah.
Yeah. That was the end of our night, so I blocked that out because my feet hurt.
We were all tired with our feet hurting in our shoes.
Yes. One Piece was One Piece was my favorite part because they turned one of my favorite things, which is the Universal Studios Waterworld show, into a One Piece show, which was 10 out of 10. I enjoyed it very much.
Yes, it was amazing.
It was very good.
This is the second time for an event that they've turned Waterworld into something themed. They did it for Horror Nights with The Purge, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It
was really cool.
One Piece, top tier, mainly because I know they have this show in Japan. So it seemed only natural to bring it this way, and I'm so glad they did. That was one of the things last year. I was like, oh, I wish they would have made it the Waterworld show, or they did something with Waterworld. So they actually did that this year.
Mm-hmm.
It was spectacular. Chopper was in the show, which was unexpected.
Little Chopper, he's so cute.
Yeah,
Love
they had,
Chopper.
which was my favorite. It's the way they did Chopper is one of my favorite things. That's like movie magic-esque. Is they had a stuffed animal Chopper. So they had somebody like holding him up to sit on top of like a fence or sit on top of the little steering wheel. And then at one point, one of the Marines got attacked by Chopper, and 10 out of 10 acting for that Marine because he just flailed around like Chopper was attacking him. And I'm like, this is spectacular.
While holding Chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he jumped off of one of the platforms, I believe, or got kicked off one of the platforms. They had so many One Piece characters in this show, which was 10 out of 10. They obviously had the main Straw Hat crew. They had Kobe. They had Crocodile. Oh my gosh, Smoker was there. Tashigi was there. Who else there? There was another Mihawk, which I was surprised Mihawk was there. I feel like there's a couple other characters, but all of the actors spectacular. I loved all of the stunts were really great. I do love Zoro's entrance, like he came out of the crowd.
Zoro's entrance from the crowd.
Cool from the crowd, yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. They had three shows per night.
We went,
which was fabulous. Yeah, I kind of hope maybe in the future that they'll just have like part of their like summer celebration. I think One Piece should just be worked into that. It's such a like, because it's obviously you're on the ocean, so it's such a summery, vibey show. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What I did like too is this year the One Piece restaurant was the Hollywood Diner at the front of the park. And they started serving food before FanFest even started. So all the regular park goers could also get food and stuff like that. It was very good. I had was it Sanji's shrimp and rice or something like that?
Yeah, Sanji's shrimp and rice, yeah.
Yeah, which was really good. It was actually kind of spicy, which was interesting. Brooke you had like a watermelon Jinbei's watermelon
Jinbei's
salad?
Watermelon
yeah.
salad, yeah.
Which was interesting, and you end up really liking it.
It was really good, and I'm usually a kind of picky eater when it comes to like themed foods, but it was really good.
Mm-hmm. It looked good, and I had Luffy's meat on the bone, which was really delicious, surprisingly. I didn't expect it to be pork, even though it says it's pork. It didn't click in my head, but it was delicious. And it came with 2 little bones.
Yes, it reminded me, Casey, of like the same quality as the One Piece Cafe. So I feel like they'd be like the same like level of quality. So it's really good. Like all theme park food, it was on the more expensive side for regular food pricing, but pretty much theme park food pricing.
Yeah, which is to be expected.
Yeah, especially like for a themed night that has such a short run. But they also, right across from there, it's usually just like a little seating space, but they had a One Piece bar set up in there with specialty drinks.
Oh, did you guys get some?
To try, yes.
Yes. I got 2 drinks.
You got 2,
in true
yeah.
Zoro fashion. I had, hold on, it was like a Zoro melon cooler of some kind, non-alcoholic. And then they had an alcoholic Thai tea, which was fine, but they had the boba in it, and I didn't like the flavor of the boba balls.
And to add on, they added so much sugar on the rim and on the cup. It was so sticky for poor Jamie to hold.
Yeah, it was all over my hands.
All over her hands.
You guys got a photo of me eating the melon ball.
Yes,
though.
I have a 0.5 photo of you eating the melon ball, and it's currently my photo for you on my phone.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, I love that. But yeah, so I think if it did, I drank it like I basically drank around the boba balls. And so it was good. I don't think it was worth the like $20 something dollars.
It was expensive.
Yeah. Well, even like the non-alcoholic stuff, that was still like $10 to $12 depending which one you got. And then you guys ended up splitting one, right?
Yeah, it was I can't remember the name of it. Do you, Brooke?
It was the Luffy.
That's right.
One.
Well, yeah, of course it was Luffy.
Name, but it was Luffy themed.
It was like a Luffy fruit punch or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it had boba in it,
like popping strawberry.
It's actually
popping.
Pretty good.
It was good. I remember I wanted to like drink more or like have a drink with you guys or whatever, but I just shared with Brooke because I was so worried of getting even more sick than I already was.
Yes, in true FanFest fashion, somebody had to get sick, and this year
I had to get severely sick with a really bad stomach. Well, what I thought was a stomach bug, but it ended up being a cyst. I had to get very sick a few days before, and then it just had to just hit me right before we had FanFest. It was great, but then
but you were okay by then.
But then I was alive. True Sanji fashion. Yes. We were alive.
Yes. And you got to come, and that was what mattered.
Yes, that was what mattered. Got to be Sanji, got to meet Sanji. We were good.
Yes, that was it was really nice because they had all the food and stuff open before FanFest. So we actually did all of that when it was just regular park hours. Which honestly is the move, because then we were able to, because we were already in that area, to jump in line for the meet and greet for all the One Piece characters. And this year they did it a bit different. It was right outside of Waterworld. You know, that like, so if you're looking at Waterworld, you know, to the right, that like just big space that they have there, they had them set up there. And they broke them up technically into 2, but they took like turns. So when we got up to meet them, it was Luffy, Sanji, and Usopp, but they also switched out for Luffy, Zoro, and Nami.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was probably one of the most popular things. I feel like the TikToks from last year's just like catapulted that whole meet and greet situation. So And that the line, they didn't let it get super huge, so they kept cutting it off.
Yeah.
Like, because we tried to get in a second time after we saw the show, and they were like, "Oh no, we're done. Like, this is the end of the line."
The second we walked up to it, they're like, "Oh yeah, we just closed it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Which was
like,
annoying because
and it
Zoro
was
was out.
Zoro that was out too.
Yeah.
So we missed
Didn't
Zoro.
get to meet Zoro.
Well, that kind of sucks.
I would have loved to see his reaction seeing you, Jamie.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't said we obviously went in cosplay because we love a theme.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
And we did the big three from One Piece. So I was Zoro, Lauren was Sanji, and Brooke was Luffy.
Of course.
I was indeed Luffy.
Of course. And she's being Luffy right now because she's eating. She was eating.
I am currently. I actually just finished my spaghetti.
Nice. But yeah, we got a lot of compliments on our cosplay, which is always really nice.
Brooke
heard a lot of little kids yelling Luffy.
Brooke got noticed the most. I think I got noticed the least because I didn't have the bright yellow hair.
Yeah, that's very true. She did have the curly brow though, so
that's true. I did have the curly brow.
Yeah, and then when we met the gang,
that was
Sanji immediately knew.
Immediately knew. I just went, Sanji, I love you, and he just had a big heart. He immediately knew. I was like, okay, let's do it.
You guys did the same exact thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I remember, I still watch the video. I laugh at it every time because I remember when we walked by, tried putting our stuff down, and then Luffy says to Brooke, "You're awesome, I love me," or something like that. And
no, it's me.
Yes. I was like, that's perfect. That's perfect Luffy material right there. And then Sanji,
I immediately bounced the energy.
Yes,
back
you
too,
did. You did. And then Sanji was questioning Jamie as Zoro, which was great.
Yeah, he was like, "You're doing too much justice.
You're
for
doing
Zoro."
too much justice.
And I was
for
like,
Zoro. Yeah.
Thanks, Sanji.
And then Sanji and I were chatting. We thought
Sanji never said anything.
No,
to me, which was hilarious.
Yeah. And Sanji and I were talking, and then we thought it was time for photos. We got ready for photos. We look over, and then Jamie and Brooke are still talking over there. We're like, oh, we'll wait. We're like all ready, and then they're still talking. Like, okay, Luffy's talking.
Well, the thing is, it was Luffy and Usopp. They were like mocking how Zoro would act. In response to Sanji.
I remember hearing that.
Yeah. She's like, oh, they're just jealous.
Yeah. They're just jealous of us.
It was amazing.
Another
thing,
good.
like the first thing Usopp had said to me was like, "Can you promise me not to break anything? This guy's already done it too much." And my first response was, "Oh, I can't make that promise, for I've already broken a few things." And Luffy immediately went, "Oh my god, you're amazing!"
Yes. I remember that.
But yeah, the actors, honestly, that they do for the One Piece crew, like top tier. I don't know how rigorous that interview process is.
Oh, yeah.
But man, these guys really like know how to take it to the next level for sure.
Yes, definitely.
They definitely, I think, for at least the Usopp, because that's the only one that I remember from last year, was the same. That guy was the same.
I think the Sanji that was there was one of the Sanjis that was there because he looks super familiar. I have to look at last year's picture. I don't think he's the Sanji that we had, but I think he was one of the same ones from last year. I know Usopp was for sure the same one.
Yeah.
And then I don't know about Luffy because we didn't meet Luffy last year because his line was
by himself
ginormous.
And we wanted to meet everyone.
Yes. But yeah, it looks like they kept a lot of the same character actors, which is really nice because they did such a great job last year, and so this year was definitely the same. So we did all of that, which was great. Definitely everything One Piece was my favorite part of this adventure. We did have to stand in line to get this. So the featured store in the front of the park that changes regularly, it was all the FanFest merch. And that was the only place that you could get the Universal exclusive Chopper backpack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to get that, of course. But the line was huge. And somebody tried to cut in front of us twice.
Oh, my.
Yeah. We were just because, like, it's the way they had the line set up, it goes in front of where the lockers are. So obviously people have to get in and out of the lockers. So there's a break in there, and the three of us are just standing in line, we're chit-chatting, people are saying they like our costume, we're whatever. And then I turn around and like there's this guy in front of us, and I'm like, I don't know that man. He was not there like 2 seconds ago. And then I looked at one of the ladies that was like in charge of the line, and I look at her and she looks at me, and then she looks at the other dude that's working, and she was like, "Sir, are you with them?" And she gestured to us, and he was like, "Oh yeah." And then she looked at us, and I nodded at her, and I was like, "I don't know that man." And she was like,
"I've never met this man in my life."
Yeah. She was like, "You're gonna have to get to the back of the line." And he kind of argued with her for a little bit, but then eventually like got to the back of the line. And then we finally made it around like the little U shape and back towards the front of the store. And again, we're just chit-chatting, we're having a good time. And then this older man suddenly appears.
Yes, I forgot about
next
that.
to us. And I was like, and
we
he looked a little lost, okay?
Yeah.
He did look
he was
lost.
trying.
He looked
I
lost.
did tell him that the line started on the other side of the fence that he was standing on.
Yeah, and he just like nodded and went like, okay. And then again, I like looked around to the nearest person working the line, and they looked at me, and
like,
I was like, yeah, like, and they were like, "Oh, sir, the line is on this side." And he's like, no, I was in this side of the barricade, sir. So, yeah, I was not letting anybody cut in front of me for the chopper backpack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight whoever I have to.
It so bad.
And that's the only store you could get it in. Because I remember seeing, I think it was a TikTok, that they're like, oh, certain FanFest merch is already sold out. And I'm like, FanFest hasn't even started.
It's not even started. Why are we?
mean?
Yeah.
And they had out first.
Yeah, they had a lot of it out already, but I think it was things that they were expecting to be like big sellers, so they had large quantities for. But when we didn't see the chopper backpack anywhere except in a display, I was like, I'm going to be so upset if that is already gone, because that's the one piece of merchandise that I want. But luckily, they had plenty in the store.
The one piece of merchandise?
The one piece of merchandise!
The one piece?
Yes. That is the one piece.
The one piece.
The one piece.
Go for the one piece.
That is the one piece. It's just Chopper's backpack.
Yes.
With nothing in it. But it's a 10 out of 10 backpack. It was as expensive as a Loungefly backpack without being a Loungefly backpack, but I do enjoy that it's waterproof. So I can definitely take it to theme parks and conventions, and it'll be okay. And the straps were actually super comfy, so I was happy about that.
Yes, because you did wear it after.
Yes,
all your stuff.
I came with the intention that was going to be my bag for the night. So if they didn't have it, I was going to be extremely upset.
Yeah,
I probably would have ended up carrying everything.
Yeah, that would have been like Luffy would have carried everything. Yeah.
Could you
I had the backpack with the most amount of space in it. Because I brought basically nothing in my bag. You had a bag full of stuff already.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. I'll be the little pack mule.
But yeah, so then after that we went down all of the escalators because the Dungeons and Dragons thing, which was a little walkthrough interactive story, was pretty much the same as last year. So it was nothing new. Still really cool because they still have the big monster thingy puppet thing, which is amazing to see in person.
Yeah.
And the one actress, the lady actress, the Tiefling, I'm pretty sure she was the same lady as last year. We just had a different dude.
We did have a different dude.
But yeah, they were all very great. That line was longer than it was last year.
Then again, we did that first last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say it still wasn't too bad, you know. It wasn't the worst line I've ever stood in, but yeah, so that was really good. And then the Scarlett's really going all in on the screaming.
I could really hear Scarlett. Scarlett wants to be part of this podcast.
Yes, she's been there since day one. And then we did the Yoshi stuff.
Oh my gosh. We have a fun story for that.
Yes, which was really cool. It was another like little scavenger hunt kind of thing. Except unlike like last year we got a crown with stickers. This year they did like a pamphlet, and the prize was you get to stand in line to meet Yoshi, but the line was huge.
And we already met Yoshi, so why do we need to meet him again?
Well, it wasn't, apparently it wasn't just Yoshi, it was also like
Mario.
Yeah. It was Mario and Yoshi, and also, we still got a crown, but the only sticker you can get was if you wait in the line.
To meet it.
And you actually took a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I think
silly.
is... Yeah, it's kind of stupid. A lot of people started bailing once they realized what it was for.
Yeah, they don't tell you what it is either.
Unless you figure it out.
They're just like, they're like, oh, your prize is through this room. And so we're like, okay. And then they don't tell you what it is.
And we figured it out because we saw Mario walk in while we were in line.
Yeah.
We're like,
and like all of the kids that were in the line were like, Mario!
Like, oh.
So we all just left.
Yeah, I had asked somebody, I was like, is there like any way to like get, I just want the sticker, like give me the sticker.
Yeah.
So we asked the people that we got like the crowns and stuff from, I was like, is there any way to get the sticker? And she was like, you have to do the photo. And I was like,
why do we have to do the photo? It's not worth it.
Certainly not worth it.
No, absolutely not. Especially because it was a long line, and I was like,
it was very long, and it was.
I like Yoshi, but like,
I love not that much.
Not that
much. Plus, we got to meet the yellow Yoshi because they had colored Yoshis this year.
Yes. Yellow Yoshi was awesome. Can't say why Yellow Yoshi was awesome, but Yellow Yoshi was awesome.
We absolutely can. Lauren knew the person inside of the Yellow Yoshi.
I knew the person was my friend. I knew the Yellow Yoshi.
We just won't disclose the name. We'll just say that they were friends.
Yeah, they were my friends.
And the thing is, Lauren has
they happen
quite
to be
a lot
the
of
Yellow
friends.
Yoshi. Lauren,
yeah. They messaged me. They're like, "Are you at FanFest?" I'm like, "Yes." They're like, "Are you and your friends dressed like the Straw Hats?" I'm like, "Yes." They were like, "Oh, come on down. We're over here. I'm gonna be Yellow Yoshi from these times." I'm like, "Okay, let's go see Yellow Yoshi."
Sent us a whole photo of their schedule.
Yes. I literally went up to Yellow Yoshi. We took the photo, and I just whispered in their eye. I'm like, "I know who you are."
You whispered in their eye.
I whispered into the eyes.
Whispered the eyes.
Maybe it was the nose. We couldn't
or the
really
nose,
tell.
whatever the one it was.
We know who you are.
We know who you are. It was so fun though. The little Yoshi dance at the beginning where they all came together.
So cute.
Adorable.
It was so cute.
But yeah, lame prize, fun activities for Yoshi.
Yes. It was very cute.
Also love Super Nintendo World during FanFest because it's not as crowded as it is during the day, so you can actually like move around. It's also not hot in there like it is during the day.
Yeah, like in a fishbowl during the day.
Yeah,
honestly, yeah,
that is true.
Because there's very little we had a good shade in that area, and so many bodies. It's just heat.
Yes, and there's nothing like. Most of the time when you're in there, the sun is almost directly overhead for such a long period of time. So it's not like anything is casting a shadow for the most part that you could go like stand in. They had a lot of cute Yoshi merch this year. They really upped the game on the merch front.
I wanted the giant Yoshi plushie, but it was so expensive.
Yeah, and it wasn't the super soft material, which I was surprised.
No, and it wasn't the super soft material that I thought it was going to be. But I decided to get a giant blue plushie instead that was much softer and much cheaper.
Yes, they also had, not for FanFest, but just in general, new Jurassic Park merch, which was 10 out of 10. They had a lot of really cool stuff. And then also they had, which was for FanFest, but it wasn't advertised for FanFest, they had a lot of the Jurassic Park film props and dinosaurs out and about
Mhm.
next to the mummy that you could like. They had the big arches that you could walk through, and they had some character actors, which was really cool. We were all just standing in there going, "Dinosaur, dinosaur,
Dinosaur. Dinosaur.
dinosaur, yeah, rawr." But it was a lot of fun seeing all of that stuff like up close and personal because they had the big
Mhm.
T-Rex and the big Spinosaurus and a bunch of other things. So they had the cars out and about. They had the what's the hamster ball?
Oh yeah.
Gyrosphere.
The gyrosphere.
Gyrosphere. Yeah, they had that out. And then they had the triceratops that you could interact with, that takes like 2 people to maneuver inside of it.
Yeah.
There was also somebody, pretty sure he was a cosplayer, who had a tiny dinosaur because we kept seeing him on the escalator.
Yeah. The same fucking person.
It was the same
going up and
guy.
down the
Every time we went up and
stairs.
down. We were going down, he was going up.
Mhm.
Every time.
Yeah. But that was cool. It seemed like anybody who like really dressed up like went all out. But I feel like last year there was more like casual cosplayers. Whereas this year there was like less cosplayers but more serious ones. Like I feel like that was the main difference.
Yeah.
I think everybody's on the One Piece bandwagon, which is great because One Piece is amazing. We got Lauren into it, so I'm very excited.
Yes, you did. You did get me into it. I finished the live action, and now I'm on episode like 17 or something of season 1. But yeah, you're
only
getting
like
me into
1,200
it.
more to go.
I know. I'm only like 1%, not even 1% done. I just want Sanji, but he's come so much later.
Yes, he does. He's so great though. I love Sanji. But so a lot of people just had like their straw hat on or just like t-shirts and things like that. So it was really, but again, we went on the first weekend too, so I don't know how many.
True.
We went on a Saturday, so I don't know how many like serious cosplayers avoid that day versus going on like a Friday or Thursday or something like that.
Yeah. My friend who is a cosplayer, she went on a Wednesday or Thursday, like in the middle of the week last week, and she said it wasn't as crowded as when we went, but nonstop. She saw a lot of cosplayers, a lot of like One Piece, a lot of like Sailor Moon, like a lot of different ones. Definitely a lot different than when we were there because she was sending me photos.
Yeah, because even last year there was a lot of cosplayers when we went.
Yeah, I feel like JJK brings out a lot of cosplayers. Versus like One Piece has a lot of either longtime fans or casual fans that don't jump into the cosplay world necessarily. We did see there was a Kobe that was cruising around.
There was a Kobe.
I thought there was somebody else.
There was a little kid dressed as was it Law? And the adult that he was with was dressed or rather themed dressed as Buggy.
Yes.
That was adorable. We saw them in City Walk and then later on in the park.
There was quite a few boyfriends dressed as Zoro and then girlfriends dressed as various other characters. One of them, I haven't met her in the anime yet, but I know I don't know if she's just shipped with Zoro or if they actually had a relationship. But we saw a couple of them, which is pretty cool. One guy had like full on Zoro swords too, and
I was like, Jamie,
good for you.
And Jamie, we're like,
I could never.
Worried about her little tiny swords that we used as hair
clips.
Yeah, I end up sticking them in my hair, but here's the thing: I bought tiny swords off of Shein.
They were so cute.
Yes, but my fear was because they come in like a little like sheath, but they actually come out and they're actually like you could do some damage with that tiny sword, even though it's from Shein. So my fear was they would be like, that is a sharp object, you cannot bring that in. So I used them as hairpins, and they did not say anything. So
and
which was nice.
We saw this guy with full on sword.
Yeah. Which, I mean, kudos to him because, like, honestly, having stuff on you like that for a long period of time, especially when you have to take it off and put it on and take it off, I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, could not be bothered.
That'd be hard.
For a convention, sure, but for a theme park, no.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did we do? We went to Scooby Doo after that. Is
Yes.
that what we ended up doing? Which was the tram situation this year. But
Mhm.
instead of in the plaza where Back to the Future was, it was in the Little Europe section of the backlot,
Oh,
which
that's
was really
really cool.
It was really cool.
Yes. There was far too many people down there for my
Oh
taste.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of
crowded.
people.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. They definitely should have spaced the trams out maybe a little bit further, because they were just kind of almost consistently dumping people off.
And
But
not picking
unlike,
them up.
Yeah.
I was about to say, unlike Horror Nights and FanFest last year, there was not a consistent picking up of the people. So we actually waited, at least 20 minutes for the tram
Oh my
to
God.
At least.
pick us
Mhm.
up.
Because it took so long for us to get a tram to get back, we missed the last like meet and greet for the
Oh, yeah.
Straw Hats.
For the
'cause
Straw
we wanted
Hats.
to see
Zorro,
if it was
yeah.
Zorro out.
We
And it's
just
like, oh
missed
yeah, it ends
too.
here, and we had just missed it. It all packed up.
Yeah, it was all done. And I had heard from a lot of influencers, even though I hate that term, that like the Scooby Doo X Universal Movie Monsters was like the best part, and it was really cool, and they went all out. I did think it was cool, but if you ever actually get to walk around the Little Europe portion of the back lot, it's all hill.
It
It's
is.
just hills up and down constantly. And so at the end of the night, I'm like, yeah, my feet hurt. Let's go.
Yeah.
They also sold out of Scooby snacks, so Lauren did
I
not
was
get her
so
Scooby snacks.
sad about
Rip.
that. I was so sad. Oh my gosh, I wanted them so bad, and we were waiting in line, and they said, "Guys, no more Scooby snacks." So many of us walked out of line.
Basically,
Yeah, we got,
everybody
like,
in that
halfway
line
there.
left.
Yeah, we were halfway there, and they're like, "No more snacks." I'm like, "No, I wanted them so bad. Those were one things I wanted."
Yeah, I did think it was funny too because I had heard somebody say, "Oh, you're gonna have to use like a little bit of brain power to do the Scooby Doo because it's like a puzzle.
was-
You go from area to area to
Oh
do
my
a puzzle."
gosh, it was nothing.
It was simple.
It was so easy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe for like if for the kids, and you're like, okay, you gotta
but
go from here to here to
even
here. But I'm like, as an adult,
influencers I watched, they were saying it was so difficult at some parts. Like the ones at the end with the jars, they were saying that was so hard to figure out.
yeah.
That was probably the
Bro.
easiest part.
It was.
Yeah.
If you just like, if I wonder
Just
if they
common
actually
sense.
read the little book that they
That's
gave
what I was
you,
gonna say. That's
because
all
it
you had to
tells
read.
you, oh
Exactly.
yeah, this
Doesn't
guy
like
will
shrimp
never
or
touch axolotls, and
axolotls, yeah.
axolotls were missing.
Yeah.
So it hadn't have
clearly
been that
wasn't
guy.
Yeah.
It narrows it down really easy. The only
It's-
thing, the
yeah.
reason why I struggled was because I wasn't wearing my glasses and it was dark.
You couldn't.
I was
yeah,
gonna
'cause
say,
couldn't
if you
read.
can't see, then you
That's
can't,
one
like,
thing.
because
Oh,
that's the
yeah,
thing.
I'd be screwed.
Yeah, Casey would just be squinting away. But like,
Oh, I
also
was.
that's kind of the downfall of too many people is because like the three of us are short. So like you have to get to the front to be able to see anything. So like when you can't see anything, you're like, I don't know
It's
what's
kinda hard.
happening.
Yeah.
And of
But
course,
the second
all of the
that-
tall people have to be up front.
At the front, yeah.
Yes, or constantly in front of
blocking
us,
it.
and I'm like, get out of the way.
Mhm.
But yeah, but otherwise it was really cool. They had all of the classic movie monsters also walking around along with the Scooby Gang, so it was cool to see everybody that way, and they were interacting with the crowd.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was more interactive than the Back to the Future, but definitely a bit more of a workout than Back to the Future was.
Yeah. They also didn't really hang around Back to the Future a whole lot because the characters were walking around. We just happened to not run into any of them.
Yeah. And again, people like, I feel like they need to make it more of like a structured walkthrough versus just a free for all, because then you get people like you get certain crowds in certain spaces, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to wait, 10 minutes for these people to clear out just so I can see what's happening there. We'll just skip over that and go over here, and then you backtrack and all of that. So I feel like it should be more of like a maze setup almost, where you guide people through certain areas.
Don't they give you like the survey at the end? Like,
they
did
didn't
you
do
guys
that
get the
this
survey?
year.
Yes, I still need to do my survey. I haven't done it yet.
Yes, you should include that.
But I did that last year, and my hopes and dreams of more One Piece came true. So
that's true.
So they listened to you. So you got to do it again.
Yeah,
do it again.
Although
so listen
One
again.
Piece
I did
every year.
Yes.
One Piece.
Oh, absolutely. I did see though on Instagram that they're kind of like proactively changing things for FanFest, because somebody who had went twice was like, yeah, they started like opening certain things earlier, or like they created better line systems. So I really think Universal is trying to like iron out all of the details as fast as humanly possible, and in real time. So that's very exciting, because I feel like a lot of including Universal, like Horror Nights and then any of like the Disney nights, I feel like they have a formula and they plop it down and then they leave it and they don't care what anybody says. I do like for FanFest, they're really taking into consideration people's opinions and what they feel about this. And I don't know if it's because they feel like they're directly competing with like a convention. So it's like, okay, well, we can't obviously have the voice actors and things like that for people to interact with for anime and all of that. We have to find something new and for people to come to the park and do that. So I feel like they take feedback very well. They've already changed stuff from last year, which is nice. They gave more space for certain things, better lines for other things. Obviously kept One Piece, which is really great. I am very sad that they didn't bring back the Sakuna cookie that they had last year. I dream of that cookie often.
I never got to taste that cookie.
It sounds
was so good. It was a red velvet chocolate chip cookie with cream in the middle.
That sounds
Chef
delicious.
Kiss. It was also in a plastic wrapper, so like I literally bought one, stuck it in my purse, and ate it when I got home. It was 10 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we had a chopper cupcake this year.
Oh, yes.
It was very cute. It was delicious. The frosting was cotton candy.
I think wasn't it a few different flavors?
I think the frosting was cotton candy, and I thought there was a filling of some kind,
like strawberry.
Yeah, I think there was a raspberry filling.
Raspberry, yeah.
It was very good. We split the cupcake because honestly, we didn't even finish it at that.
No,
so,
we did not.
Casey, we needed you to be there so that we could have finished the whole cupcake, because it would have been so good split into 4
ways. Yeah, instead of 3.
But yeah, it was super cute. I'm trying to think what else. What else? We didn't do any of the Sailor Moon stuff.
No.
None of us are big Sailor Moon people. I do appreciate that she was there, because I know a lot of people that I know really like Sailor Moon. And her merch was very pretty. It was very pink and sparkly.
Yes.
I love Sailor Moon.
I love her merch.
Yeah, so I literally contemplated getting some of it. I'm like, I don't watch Sailor Moon, but this is really pretty.
It's pretty.
But yeah, and they had good merch. We got they had One Piece blind boxes.
Oh,
that had like little stuffies in them that you could like they're like the Switch inside and out ones. We each bought one. I got Zoro.
Brooke also got Zoro.
I got Zoro.
Yeah. And Lauren got Chopper.
Chopper. And we got those before we went and met the characters too. So when we're all saying goodbye, Luffy saw the Chopper in your pocket and went, "Oh, bye, Chopper!
Oh, bye, Chopper!" It was so
like,
cute.
Whisper yelled at Chopper.
I had Chopper sitting in my pocket holding the cigarette, the fake cigarette, so you could see it.
The non-painted, painted colored pencil.
Oh my gosh, yes. The joke with me and Brooke now. Brooke saw I had the fake cigarette, and it was a white colored pencil that I painted on both sides to look like a used cigarette. And Brooke sees it and she asks, "Did you paint that?" I said, "No, but I painted it."
No, but I
No,
painted
but
it.
but
to look like
I
one.
painted it
But I
here.
painted the
so
ends, yeah.
So it was painted. It's a not painted colored pencil.
The painted,
The
not
painted,
the,
not painted.
not
The
painted,
non-painted, painted colored
pencil.
pencil, which actually looked very convincing. I was very proud of that colored pencil on your behalf.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
Another thing, when we were in the Dungeons and Dragons and we were doing the little
Oh
like
my gosh.
walkthrough, both
Mhm.
Jamie and I got recognized, and I was standing next to
Yes.
Lauren.
Jamie wasn't even with us. Zorro kept
Yeah.
We
walking
got
away from
separated.
us. Zorro kept getting lost.
In true Zorro fashion,
In true Zorro fashion.
got separated from us, and
We're like, where did
where the
Zorro
hell
go?
Zorro go?
Zorro's
we
all the
turn
way in the
around-
front.
Well, we were both also in the front,
That's
but
true.
like they're on the other side,
Yeah.
and the guy walks around. And he's like, I see we've got a fighter in here. And I, in true Luffy fashion, go, yes. Or like something along the lines of like, of course I will. But I like pumped up the energy real quick. And then he walks down the line, finds Jamie dressed as Zoro, and goes, another fighter.
And I'm just standing there like, what about Sanji?
Completely got
You're like,
ignored.
hey.
What about me? I mean, we were in the dark, so I guess it's like be hard to recognize because I didn't have like a bright neon yellow like Sanji hair. But I was like, okay. I think honestly, besides the One Piece stuff, I think the D&D stuff, because I didn't go last year with you guys, I think that was my favorite part because it was so interactive. The girl we were with she was so energetic, so much fun. I loved her horns, the whole ending with it. Like I just thought it was really cool. And I love
I'm
D&D
actually really
is cool.
glad that I'm really glad they kept that this year, even though it was pretty much the same. It's just such an amazing testament to like Universal as a movie studio and like how practical things can be and how interactive things can be. So I definitely feel like they need to bring that kind of setup and energy into stuff like the tram where you're going through things. Like I feel like if it had it didn't have to be like quite as fast as the D&D maze, but I think something like that where they guide you through something,
and it's not just
would be
on your own.
Yeah, it would just be a
completely
lot
on
more
your own.
effective as far as like crowd control goes.
Really, also like any of the mazes from Horror Nights would be a good example.
Yeah. So hopefully, and I just want like more. Like I feel like they could have kept JJK. They could have added like if Fallout, and like they could have added more, and I think it would still be a really amazing event.
Yeah, they could have expanded out into like that big open area where they have this like the stage and the tree during Christmas. They could have definitely put something over there, put something in the little maze area where they had the Star Trek last year.
Yes.
And the Fallout for Horror Nights last year. They could have definitely put something back in there. And then like along the street where the monsters and Scooby-Doo usually walk, they could have had something down that way too.
Yeah, and even over by like Minions and stuff, like that whole back area had nothing.
Yeah,
so I feel like they definitely could have had a little, either like a character meet and greet back there, or like it's just something or other.
They can definitely put like mock-up banners to cover like the Minion theme, and just kind of like here's a little facade, and it's something different.
Yeah, but overall, really good experience.
It was so much
a lot of fun.
I had so much fun.
What would you all rate it?
I would say like a solid like 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think I agree. 8. Yeah,
because it's still really fun. The only thing I do wish that we didn't get to do was the Harry Potter stuff, because the line was never under an hour.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I
Yeah.
think it was even more,
And
and at the end of the night, it got, what, 2 hours? Like, it was long.
yeah, 2-3 hours.
Yeah. It
So
was
I
like
think
120
there's
minutes when we
a
left.
there's a crowd control issue in that one, and I don't know if like you're just in one section of it for too long, because I know it's like a little walkthrough kind of situation. But if that wasn't as long, we definitely would have done that. But
Oh, yeah.
The thing I saw this year for FanFest is kind of what we ran into last year for Star Wars Night, where there's just not enough time
Oh, yeah.
to wait in line and
never
do
enough
everything.
time. Never
Yeah,
enough time.
And
definitely.
so I feel like if there's more, like if they add more and add a little bit better crowd control, then you could do everything. Because I mean, yes, you can buy the fast pass situation, but one, that's more money.
Yeah.
And two, we as a collective, we already technically bought early access, so we got to stand
Yeah.
in line for things earlier. So that gave us an extra hour and a half, I think is what
Something
it
like
is.
that,
And we
yeah.
still didn't have enough time to do
No.
everything.
And also the extra hour and a half didn't really matter because nothing
No.
opened until the event actually started.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
more
The
just to
Dungeons and
either get in line
Dragons
or
was the only
something.
thing that started
Yeah,
early.
that started earlier,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, if you start in the lower lot, then that's great. That's why we did it last year, because it started early and we were already down there because we did there and then Yoshi.
Yeah.
But all our stuff that we wanted to prioritize was in the upper lot. So
Yeah.
it's like, do we walk all the way to the lower lot? And then chance not. I'm glad we didn't, because we were able to get in line fairly quickly for the photo op and get our photo op and have that really cool interaction.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I think there should be at least one thing in the upper lot that starts before the event and one thing in the lower lot that starts before the event.
Yeah. What I think should start early would be like, because they didn't start any of the photo ops until the park actually started its whole event. I think those should start once the normal day park closes and they get everyone out.
Yeah.
Those should start and allow the early access people to go around and take photos and do everything, and then start getting in line for the other stuff. Because it'll give those of us extra time too.
Yeah. And then when they started letting in just regular general admission, they didn't have a section like blocked off so that the early access people could travel back and forth between like the featured store and Waterworld. So we had to fight the crowd in order to get back to Waterworld section. So.
Staff members were literally telling you just to push through everybody and get to the front if you're early access and show them your handband.
I remember that, yeah.
So I feel like they definitely should have had a pathway of some kind, like roped off, that was for early access only, and then you post people at the front to check wristbands and things like that. But that's kind of my only qualm. But again, I think if they added at least one or two more activities, then people would spread out a bit more, and then you wouldn't have to worry about lines backing up. But yeah, I think as far as like the One Piece stuff goes, they did a lot better theming this year. The merch was better, the stuff was better, the food was better. The only thing I don't like, and FanFest did this last year, and they did it this year too, is none of their stuff says FanFest 2026.
No.
They
didn't even have a pin that said FanFest. They didn't have that.
Yeah. Yeah. They had just a Scooby-Doo Monsters pin, and that was it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything else you could buy. Yeah, everything else you could buy anywhere else.
Yeah.
You could buy from Box Lunch and Hot Topic and Entertainment Earth. So it wasn't anything like the Chopper backpack says Universal Studios, but I know they also sell those in Japan. It didn't say Hollywood, it didn't say FanFest, it just said Universal Studios, so they're the same ones. We were just able to buy them. So I hope they get like more on point with branding. I get like why they don't, because then they don't have to clearance it because it's FanFest merch, like they do with Horror Nights. But I feel like the second you clearance anything Universal, it just flies off the shelves. So just do
Yeah.
it. Just put the year on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also got which is very rare, a professional photo taken.
Yes.
And the camera girl had a tiny djembe that we got to hold.
Mm-hmm. So cute.
Shout out to that lady for having a djembe.
It was fun. It was so cute.
Yes, we got to hold
Yes.
Jinbei.
So fun.
That was
It
the
was very
one
cute.
photo out of I think the 4 that we
actually
that
all
we
liked.
bought.
And
Yes.
that we bought. Yeah.
Yeah, but we had a good time. It was
was so
a solid
fun.
event. But again, it's just like the tweaking, which I think Universal is very good at. So, hopefully next year will be better, and hopefully Casey, you come
Hopefully,
with us.
I was just gonna say, Casey, come with us.
Yes, definitely. And then we can all cosplay.
Yes.
And I will say, I did enjoy FanFest over Star Wars Night, mainly because it's closer to where we live.
Yeah.
And it's just less crowded. It's less
Uh-huh.
crowded. It's less of a
Less
headache to get
stressful.
down there, to get
Yeah.
home. So, and it's
And
more.
Universal is the superior park.
Of course.
Honestly,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I love Disney as much as the next person, but like for specialty events, I feel like
That's
Universal
okay.
definitely.
Yeah, I can't fight you on that. They do have
Yeah.
better specialty events. Disney has to step up
Yeah.
their game with that.
For sure. I feel like it's just because the Disney park is just so big, so everything is
Yeah.
so spread out.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
like,
so
two
spread out
parks.
and you have no time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you go rope drop to closing, you don't get to everything.
No.
Yeah. So I definitely Universal's got really good. Like that's the one advantage to having a smaller theme park is
That's
everybody
true.
can do everything.
Yep.
And it didn't rain on us like the weather forecasted. It sprinkled for
It sprinkled,
like
but
a half an
However-
hour, and then it was done.
Yeah.
However, when it did sprinkle, we were waiting in line to go on the normal
the tram. Yeah.
We weren't. It was before FanFest even started, so we were
Me and
standing underneath
yeah.
stuff for the most part.
And whenever we had
Yes.
to go over, like anywhere it was near rain, me and Jamie would look down at the floor so
Yeah,
we wouldn't
just look at the
see
floor.
the eyebrow just bleeding on our faces.
Yeah.
The
The
eyebrows.
green
Yeah.
just all over.
I told them the rest of my makeup will stay, but my eyebrows,
eyebrows
were water
will not.
activated eyeliner,
Yes.
so they will run and just fall off my face.
Yeah.
And then I'll have normal eyebrows. But it was fine. My green eyebrows stayed
They
intact.
stayed. Yes. And the little curl for me stayed intact. I was
The
surprised
thing
that
is,
they stayed in collect.
our costumes. Another thing is, our costumes were like the gender bent versions. At
Yeah,
least
well-
for Lauren and Jamie.
Not
I
Luffy.
went as normal Luffy.
Normal Luffy.
However, both of you guys continuously said Luffy would just look the same.
Luffy would.
Yeah.
Luffy
Luffy
would
wouldn't
look
look
the
any
same.
different if he was a boy or a girl.
I was on Pinterest the other day, just scrolling through, looking at funny stuff, and I just so happened to see a gender bent Luffy, and it was literally the exact same thing. His top was just
Nice.
closed.
Nice.
Yes.
So like, yeah, they were right.
All right. Yep. Just
But yes, we had a good time. Do you have any questions for us, Casey? Any inquiries?
Inquiry.
Did you, for Brooke and Jamie, did you prefer this year or last year?
Oh,
Or did you like this year better or last year better?
oh, that's a hard one. I
mean,
there's
last year I
things
was
that
sick, so
Why did so you got sick last year and I got sick this year?
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Last year was really fun because it was new and it was like the first time we'd ever seen anything like that.
Yeah.
And then like JJK was there, and like
yeah.
I know the three of us are really big JJK fans, so like going in, like the vibes were immaculate, and I don't know, they're so different for a variety of reasons.
I think next year they need Chainsaw Man.
Ooh.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. We all dressed up as characters from Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
Yes.
You'll get me hooked
I'm
on
down.
another anime.
I think overall I enjoyed last year better. Only because I enjoyed Back to the Future a bit more, and I enjoyed Super Nintendo a bit more, and obviously we got to see the JJK show. Whereas this year we did a lot less, but the One Piece stuff was more immaculate this year for sure.
Yes. I would have to say the same. Because last year I liked that we did all the things that we did was like, because it was the first time and it was a lot more stuff that I could like really get into. This year I like the only thing I really got into was the One Piece and the fact that I actually got to dress up on theme on time. Because last year Jamie was like, here, you can dress up as this character. And then proceeded not to send me an image of what said character looked like because I didn't know at the time.
I sent it to somebody else.
You sent it to somebody else and like
I
last
did.
minute too. So I'm like, I don't have time to figure this out. So I just went as my Hufflepuff. And we met Sanji last year as well. And Sanji loved my outfit.
Yep, he loves the black and gold fit.
The only thing that I'm a little disappointed on from this year was we didn't get to meet Zoro.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to meeting Zoro again.
Yeah, because he was great last year.
He was great. He tried to eat my bird.
Yep.
He tried to eat honey.
Yeah.
Which we didn't think that was the one we had to be worried about.
No. Even Usopp told me, don't let Luffy see your bird. He'll try to eat it. And then we went to Zoro, and Zoro tried eating it after Nami said, look, it's a bird.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he's like, boat snack. Like,
yummy.
No.
Boat snack.
No.
I like covered honey and like turned away. Like, you cannot see the child.
The child stays away from you.
I should also probably say a little bit of context. Honey is the little white, like, shoulder owl that you can get at Universal Studios, like, in the Harry Potter area. I just named her Honey after Honeydukes. That is your context.
That is the context that you need. That's it.
But yes, it was very fun. I highly recommend that if you happen to be in the area and FanFest is happening and you're a nerd, go to FanFest.
Yes.
Go to FanFest.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a lot of fun. It's not expensive like Disneyland is. So
that's true. It's not, oh my gosh.
You save a little bit of money.
Even with the early access pass, it was still cheaper.
Yeah, although parking went up, and that makes me cry a little bit. Luckily, Brooke has a pass that includes parking.
I have a gold pass, so parking was free.
Parking at Disneyland and Universal right now are the same price, which I think is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it is what it is. And next time we go to FanFest, Fast and the Furious will be open. So
it will.
Yes.
We'll get to ride that
and watch all of you guys go on that ride.
Yeah.
I'm still anxious about that ride, honestly, because I don't know if I'm going to get sick or not.
I was like, just looking at it makes me want to hurl, but it like drifts, should be okay.
It spins backwards. I'm like, ooh, it sounds
It's the
fun.
spinning for me.
Yeah, it's the spinning for me,
I
too.
would love the spinning. It's just the upside down part.
I love the upside
I like
down.
the upside down.
Can't do the spinning.
I can't go upside down. I will probably fall out of the seat.
That's true.
If it didn't spin 360, like if it just like rotated from side to side,
that's one thing.
I'd be okay. But the 360 is what it was. So Casey might have to ride it by herself.
No, I'll ride with Casey.
And then
make her go
and
by
then report
herself.
back.
report back on how it was, and then be like, okay, we could go.
It looks really interesting, though. I love that every time
cool.
I go to Universal, it like jumps in progress.
It's
so
further along, yeah.
I'm excited to see what it looks like and how it rides. So
yes,
it'll be very interesting.
Yes. It should be opening up this summer, actually.
Summer,
yeah.
Within
summer
the next
trip,
month
guys?
or two. Oh, I'd be down
very soon.
I'd be so down. July.
I have a pass. I can go whenever.
Yeah. I want to get a pass. I'm thinking about getting a pass.
Dude, if you do, I will go with you.
You should. It's infinitely cheaper than the Disney pass you used to pay for.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And it includes parking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
I
you
want the
get,
Universal
I
one.
think
And
it's like 10%.
No, you get 15.
15.
15, yeah.
And
15%
Yeah,
it's
because
so
I
much,
get
off
10%
so much
purchases.
because I
easier to
have the
get
credit
down
card.
there.
Oh, absolutely. I love drive. I know how to drive to Universal with my eyes closed. It's so easy.
I think you could do
Although
that with
I am
Disney
sad.
too.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Thank you for your words of wisdom, Scarlett.
Yes,
Just say thank you, Scarlett. Thank you,
You all
Scarlett.
got quiet, and you just hear
Thank you, Scarlett.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's all we have for today's episode. So thank you, Lauren and Brooke, for joining us this episode.
welcome.
It's
You're
been
welcome.
Thank
fun.
you. It was fun.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe to wherever you're listening to our podcast, and we will see you guys in the next episode. So bye.
So
Goodbye.
goodbye.